Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential problem. So I have 9 to the power of 100 plus 9 to the power of 100 plus 9 to the power of 100. And make sure to stay until the end of the video where I have a bonus problem which you guys can try to solve. So first off, my first answer choice for this is 3 to the power of 100. My second answer choice B, this is 3 to the power of 201. My third answer choice C, this is 3 to the power of 600. And my final answer choice D, this is 9 to the power of 301. Alright, so let's go over all the answer choices. So for 3 to the power of 100, well, actually, instead, let's just solve the problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is factor out 9 to the power of 100. So now I have 9 to the power of 100 times 9 to the power of 100 divided by 9 to the power of 100 is 1. So I have 1 plus 1 plus 1. Now, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So I have 9 to the power of 100 times 3. Now, 9, this is equal to 3 squared. So now if I substitute in 3 squared for 9, I get 3 squared to the power of 100 times 3. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So in this case, a is equal to 3, m is equal to 2, and n is equal to 100. So now I have I have 3 to the power of 2 times 100 times 3. 2 times 100 is 200, so now I have 3 to the power of 200 times 3. 3 is the same thing as 3 to the power of 1. So now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 3 to the power of 200 times 3 to the power of 1. And also, sorry, this is the wrong property. If I have something in the form a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So 3 to the power of 200 times 3 to the power of 1, that's going to equal 3 to the power of 200 plus 1, which is equal to 3 to the power of 201. So the correct answer for this is going to be B. Alright, so our problem is 16 to the power of 4 plus 16 to the power of 4 plus 16 to the power of 4 plus 16 to the power of 4. So, for our solution, well, our original equation was 16 to the power of 4 plus 16 to the power of 4 plus 16 to the power of 4 plus 16 to the power of 4. Now, what I can do from this is I'm going to factor out 16 to the power of 4. So now this is equal to 16 to the power of 4 times, now 16 to the power of 4 divided by 16 to the power of 4 is 1, so I have 1 plus, again, 16 to the power of 4 divided by 16 to the power of 4 is 1 plus, again, 1 plus 1. So now I have 16 to the power of 4 times 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Now, if I simplify from the parentheses, I get 16 to the power of 4 times 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So I have 16 to the power of 4 times 4. Now 16 here, this is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 to the, multiplying by itself 4 times, that's the same thing as 2 to the power of 4, right? Meaning 16 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4. So now, if I substitute in 2 to the power of 4 for 16 in this problem, I get 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 4 times 4. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 4 here, we can think of a as 2, m as 4, and n as 4 as well. So this would equal a to the power of m times n. So in this case, 2 to the power of m, 4 times n, 4. Now 4 times 4, this is 16, so now I have 2 to the power of 16. Meaning, 16 to the power of 4 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 16. So now, I have 2 to the power of 16 times 4. So, well, now 4 here, this is equal to 2 times 2, right? So now 2 times 2, well, 2 multiplied by itself twice is the same thing as 2 squared, meaning 4 is equal to 2 squared. So now, if I substitute in 2 squared for 4, I get 2 to the power of 16 times 2 squared. Now, when I'm multiplying two exponents with the same bases, let's say I have a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m plus n. So in this case, a is 2, m is 16, and n is 2 as well. So I'll have a to the power of m plus n, which is 2 to the power of 16 plus 2, which is equal to 2 to the power of 16 plus 2 is 18. So 2 to the power of 18 is our answer. So now it's time for our bonus problem. How to solve 8 to the power of 16 plus 8 to the power of 16. And for this problem, we have 4 answer choices. So A, this is a to the power of 32. B, this is 16 to the power of 16. C, this is 4 to the power of 64. And D, this is 2 to the power of 49. Alright, so make sure to stay until the end of the video where I can give you guys a bonus problem to solve. So 8 here, this is equal to 2 to the power of 3, right? So let's try out A. A, what they did was they simply just kept the base the same and added the exponents. So they did 8 to the power of 16 plus 16. 16 plus 16 is 32, so they did 8 to the power of 32. And this is actually wrong. You can't just you can't just add exponents like that. So that is the wrong method. Now, for B, what they did was they kept the exponent the same and they added the bases. So they did 8 plus 8 to the power of 16, which is equal to 16 to the power of 16. And this method is wrong as well. You can't add exponents like that. So it's not B, it's not A. Now, for C, what they did was it seems that I actually don't know this. I do not know how they got this. But yeah, I don't know how they did that. So, but C is not the right way either. And for D, which is the correct method, remember how I said 8 is equal to 2 to the power of 3. So what you have to do is you have to substitute in 2 to the power of 3 for 8. So now I have 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 16 plus 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 16. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So right here, we can think of a as 2, m as 3, and n as 16. So now I have 2 to the power of 3 times 16 plus 2 to the power of 3 times 16. Now, 2 to the power of 3 times 16 is the same thing as, well, 3 times 16 is 48, so now I have 2 to the power of 48 plus 2 to the power of 48. Now, if I factor out 2 to the power of 48 from this, I get 2 to the power of 48 times, now 2 to the power of 48 divided by 2 to the power of 48 is 1, because anything divided by itself is 1. So I have 1 plus, again, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, so I have 2 to the power of 48 times 2. Now, 2 here, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 1. And as you can see, these two have the same bases. And when I'm multiplying two exponents with the same bases, let's say a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So these two will add to each other, meaning this will be equal to 2 to the power of 48 plus 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 49. So 2 to the power of 49 is our answer, which is